What's going on, everybody? So, out of my porch again. We're with Arbor today. She is just chilling there in the chair. And it's raining out. It's cool because right here behind me, it's like this tree, and it's cool because when it rains, it's really pretty out here. I feel like I'm in the rainforest. So yeah, this is actually a collab with Flawless Kevin and Evan. Be sure you go check them out and the videos that they did for this collaboration too. It's kind of like a little series, and we're all talking about different things, so definitely go check that out. It'll be very informative for you. So as you can tell by the title, today we're going to be talking about being gay in high school. Now, there are a lot of stereotypes about being gay. Being gay is so broad, obviously. You're not, masculine or feminine or whatever. These are just some tips to you guys or anybody that might be struggling with being gay in high school that I think might help. So I want to talk about some advice that I have just to be gay in high school. Honestly, just be yourself is pretty much the thing. And, avoiding stereotypes here. I came out when I was 15. I was in the 10th grade. I definitely have some tips and things that helped me get me through it, but it's been 8 years, almost been a decade since I've graduated high school. I started high school 10 years ago, a little bit more than 10 years ago, so it's been a while. So I figured I would start out by asking you guys what are some tips that you might have for people that are gay and in high school. And I went out to Twitter and Facebook, and you guys were amazing and answered a ton of things, so I'm gonna see how that compares to what it was like when I was in high school, and maybe it'll be the same. And so Benjamin Edwards says, have a good group of solid friends who appreciate you and focus on how good future can be. It's so true. My number one tip would be to get a friend. Have somebody that you can talk to about this kind of stuff, that you trust. Don't go telling everybody, obviously, if you're not ready for that. If you want to, do it, but I would start out with one solid person that you can tell your drama to. The guys that you think you're cute, or the girls that you think you're cute if you like girls. Whatever, it's the same thing. It'll really help you kind of vent out and get it out and not bottle it all up. That helped me so much. So Timothy, trademark, said, don't feel in a rush to come out to your parents or friends. Wait till you're comfortable and you accept yourself. Totally agree. For me, I knew like that. I mean, it was like, wow, I feel comfortable with this. I don't care what anybody else thinks about it anymore, so I'm gonna tell everybody. It doesn't really matter to me anymore. It was instinctive for me, and I knew when it was supposed to happen, and I never really second guessed it, and I've never doubted or been upset that I did. So you'll know, when it feels right, it feels right. Don't rush anything. Joseph Fisher says, surround yourself with people that accept you for being you and focus on that and not the negativity that people may throw at you. You're gonna get negativity thrown at you, and that's why I chose this one. Likely people are, Arbor's peacing out. Likely people are gonna say something to you that upsets you, and they may not even mean to say something to you that upsets you, but it's gonna happen. In life in general, not just about being gay, but about anything. And you have to be there, and you have to cope with those things somehow anyway. So when people say bad things to you, what I do is I think, I just want to stay positive. Think about how attractive it is to be around people that think in a positive way. Not like a selfish, like, oh, whatever, I'll just slough it off, or not in a negative way that makes it seem like they're positive, being like, oh, yeah, screw them, like, I'm better than they are. It's like, that's not the same. It's being positive, just being like, it doesn't matter. Like, people are gonna say bad things. People are gonna say negative things. I'm a positive person. It's a beautiful day out today. It's raining and I love it. It's so beautiful. Just think about positive things. Think about things that make you happy. Those people that say, hey, faggot. For me, I'm like, hey, yeah, I am a faggot. Okay, there are gonna be people that don't like that, and screw them. Nerdy McNerd says, my advice is to take no one's advice. Each person's situation is unique and must be evaluated individually. And I do agree with that to a certain extent. Obviously, some of these tips will help some people, but not everybody. It's a good way to think about it. you need to assess your situation and think about what is good for you and what you personally want. We're all different snowflakes, you know, everybody's unique. But don't take for granted lessons that other people have learned. And that's something that I've learned recently. Is just, you take all this advice, you're like, yeah, people told me that working was gonna be hard, or people told me that being an adult was gonna be hard. You're like, slough it off. But it's true, and sometimes it can help prepare you for what actually is there. So I agree, to a certain extent. Adam says, just know that the hateful comments or actions show a deeper reflection of the bully's own insecurities. 100%. People are throwing things at you that they have built up inside. They don't have that person that they can talk to about the things, so they have to throw it at somebody else. And you just kind of gotta dodge it. Paul says, join all the clubs and activities that interest you. Don't be afraid of joining something like choir or synchronized swimming or a debate team, because you may get teased. You make so many friends and so many memories, and I completely agree with that as well. I was in band. I got bullied. I got made fun of for it, honestly. But the friends that I had that were also in band, that stood up for all of us, and that we kind of teamed up together, we were invincible. I looked forward to hanging out with those people. I did all my activities with those people, and they were good, true friends that wanted to be there for us and for me. And that's what you need. Surround yourself with people who care about you, not who care about what you're doing. I mean, if you want to sing in choir, sing in choir. If somebody's gonna make fun of you for it, so what? It's like, it's their own problem. They're not as cool and gifted as you are, that you're in choir singing to those people. Right, Arbor? Yeah. George says, I was told by someone, it's high school. When you graduate, you'll never see most of these people ever again. So don't take what they say to heart, because one day you're gonna be great, and that's what matters. High school is 4 years, not the rest of your life. And this is a point that I really wanted to make. It gets better. As they say, it's gonna end. I don't talk to a single person consistently that I knew in high school. As sad as that is, there are a couple of friends that I knew from band that I check up on and say, hey, how are your kids? That kind of thing. But really, like, you make lifelong friends other places. It's not the end of the world. Honestly, all of the great friends that I have right now in Denver, I didn't even know a year ago. Well, barely. I've moved to Denver like a year ago for the first time. Friends are good people that you'll find all throughout different points of your life. Just be open to it, move past things, realize that other people are out there, and that these people that are in high school are just so transient. They're not gonna be there in a couple of years. You're gonna go off to college, you're gonna have this awesome experience, or you're gonna get to go work or do whatever, or move, whatever you wanna do, and those people are not gonna be standing behind you calling you faggot. Like, they're gonna be off not succeeding because they're these closed-minded goons. That was a good one, Andrew. Pokey Nerd says, a good quote I heard, I don't remember where, is what other people think of you is none of your business. I love that. Who cares what other people think of you? That's not your business. Amazing quote, Pokey Nerd. So then Dalmatian Lover says, thinking of coming out during high school. If you fear being kicked out of home, wait until you have the financial means and the place to go. And this kind of goes back to what Nerdy McNerd said earlier, to evaluate your own situation. If it's going to put you at risk of danger to come out, obviously this is probably not the time for you. If there is no escape for you, you're stuck at home with a family that you know is not going to like it, a lot of the times that's not true, and the family will still love you. But if you know that the family is not going to be happy about it, and you're dependent on those people, maybe it's best for you to wait. Get a good friend, tell that one good friend, talk to that person. That will be enough for you to be able to express yourself until you can get out of there. It ends, you get out, and then you'll move on and you get to do things your own. Don't make a big scene because your family doesn't like it or doesn't accept it, and then get punished for something that you are. I mean, we can't change this, and they just don't understand that. Wait until it's appropriate for you, you're comfortable, and you can do it, and then tell them. And then if they have a big problem with it, leave. Screw that. They'll come to terms with it, or they'll get away. They'll go away. So pretty much that covers everything that I would say too. The way that I came out was through social media, honestly. It was pretty straightforward. I never had to sit down initially and just straight up tell my family or anything like that. I just kind of used social media to let people know. And And that was easy for me, and that's what I chose to do. Some people don't like that, and that's totally up to you. High school is vicious. Everybody wants to look better than everybody else. It's all about your presence on social media and going to parties or whatever, and that's how it was for us. It's just, you wanted to look cool, you wanted everybody to think you were cool, when really it doesn't really matter. High school is to, I think high school's purpose is to get you ready to go off and do better things, college, work, whatever. And it doesn't really matter what those people there think of you. None of those people are going to have anything to do with your life in a short amount of time. If you ever have any problems with people in high school, and I did, there were a couple of people that just couldn't get it through their head that this is just how I am and it's not a choice. I just avoided those people, honestly. I didn't even think twice about them. I hung out with the people that I liked and the people that liked me. If I was stuck in a situation where I was around those people, I ignored them. If they talked to me and they said rude things, it was literally like, okay, I'm not talking to you. Be positive. Remember, it ends. Do things that you love. Learn more things that you can, and you'll be a better person because of it. If you guys have any more tips or anything like that, you're in high school, you just finished high school, and you think of something, please post in the comments below. I know people will read through the comments and be like, I wonder what people think about this stuff. All my social media will be linked down below. Be sure you subscribe to me if you want to see more of my content. I'll be making another video in a couple of days. Remember guys, never stop learning. See a rainbow?